All of you are ready? Please on your video. All of you, please on your video. All of you. Please on your video. All of you. All of you, hurry up. Okay, tomorrow, like in... All of you, please on your video. All of you. Shelly on your video. Rudolph on your video. All of you on your video. Please turn this chapter 1, acute renal failure. Is there a copy with you all, isn't it? All of you check out this acute renal failure. Okay. Okay. You can hear me, right? All of you, you can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. In acute renal failure, right? I will be giving the question like this, like failure of, suppose if I give the question like this, failure of the kidney to function adequately is known as what? So what will be the answer? If I gave failure of the kidney to function adequately, what will be the answer?
Renal.
Ital, what will be the answer? Don't get confused what is renal failure and what is acute renal failure. If I give you, if failure of the kidney to function adequately, what will be the answer?
Renal failure.
Yes, renal failure. Renal failure is the failure of the kidney to function adequately, isn't it? But if I give the question, sudden decline in renal function, usually marked by decreased glomerulus filtration rate, increased concentration of BUN, etc., etc. If I give this, what will be the answer? What will be the answer?
Acute renal failure.
Yes, acute renal failure. Don't get confused like this. So I'm repeating again. If I give the question failure of the kidney to function adequately, you have to write the answer renal failure. But if I give the question sudden decline in renal function, usually marked by decreased GFR, increased concentration of band, creatinine, all these, then you have to write you have to choose the answer acute renal failure. Okay. That is the process of how I will be giving the question. Understand? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, okay. Next, coming to the etiology. Whatever I have discussed, listen carefully, okay? I want you all to get full mark tomorrow. Etiology of ARF. If I give the question like this, write the etiology of ARF, or else in place of etiology, if I write causes, don't get confused. If I give you like etiology of ARF, number 1, pre-renal, number 2, post-renal, number 3, intra-renal, and if I give you like all of the above, then what will be the answer?
All of the above.
All of the yes, above. Like this. And then you have to answer like this. And then if I give you like sudden and severe drop in blood pressure or interruption of blood flow to the kidney from severe injury or illness, if I give like this, you have to write the answer pre-renal. Understand? Clear? Yes or no?
Yes,
ma'am. Okay, if you won't respond, I will think that you know everything, so I won't discuss. Now let us discuss about the different type. If I give like this, urine output is less than 400 ml per day. What option you will choose? I will give the option anuria, oliguria, polyuria, dysuria. What will you choose? What will you choose? If I give the question, the urine output is less than 400 ml per day.
Oliguria.
Yes, oliguria. Yes, you have to choose like that. And if I give that burning sensation during micturition, what will you choose? Okay, okay. If I give the question burning sensation during micturition, what will you choose? Senkamchi, what will you choose? If I give burning sensation during micturition?
Dysuria.
Pardon? Senkamchi, what will you choose?
Dysuria, ma'am.
Okay, okay. You study like this, okay? Like, and then if I give presence of blood in urine, you have to choose hematuria. So don't get
Dysuria. Dysuria, ma'am.
okay, okay, okay.
Dysuria.
Okay, next.
Hello?
Okay, okay. Next, like, next, what? Oh, so sorry. There is so much of network problem here. Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am.
Okay, okay. There is so much of network issue.
Yes,
Okay, okay, no
ma'am.
problem. Okay, no problem. Whatever I have said, all those are very important. Please study nicely. Then again, coming to the next, the clinical features of, like the clinical features of acute renal failure, like if I give the option, shortness of breath, feeling of dizziness, anemia, and skin infection. So if I tell you to choose which one is the wrong answer, what will you choose? Srijana, what will you
Skin
choose?
infection.
Yes, yes, because skin infection, I did not. Yes, yes, okay, okay. Okay, next, coming to the management of acute renal failure. Coming to the management, you please study this pharmacologic therapy very much, like give focus on this. Like I will, if I give you like this, Sheetal, I did not have notebook. Who told you not to take your notebook? I can't do anything. We have to collect note from your friend, Sheetal. You have to collect all the notes from your these friends. Otherwise, how will you study for tomorrow?
Ma'am, I will collect this evening.
Yes, yes, you collect everything, okay? Otherwise, you won't be able to, how you will give exam? Okay. Then next, drug that are used to reduce blood pressure. If I give, what will you choose? If I give antihypertensive, if I give diuretic, antibiotic, what will you choose? The drug that are used to reduce the blood pressure, what will you choose? It's already in your book. It's in your notes. That's why I'm
Antihypertensive drug.
yes, like this, you like this, you have to choose antihypertensive drug. And if I give you like this, drug that increases urine output, what will you choose? Drug that increases urine output.
Diuretic.
Diuretic, yes, very good. You have to choose like that. That is how I will be giving the question. And then if a patient suffer from seizure, then what type of drug he need to be administered? Antibiotic, calcium glucose, or else anticonvulsion?
Anticonvulsant.
Anticonvulsion. Okay, okay. Everything is in your copy. You see nicely. Coming to the dialysis. If I give you like this, the process which is used to remove fluid and uremic waste product from the body when the kidney are unable to do so, what will you choose? The process which is used to remove fluid and uremic waste product from the body when the kidney are unable to do so. What type of process, what type of management process you need to like follow or you need to use?
Dialysis.
Yes, yes, dialysis. Because dialysis is what? It is only the process, is not it, which is used to remove fluid and uremic waste product from the body when your kidney is unable to do. Okay. If I give you like this, which one is not the complication of acute renal failure? Suppose infection, GI bleeding, constipation. Which one you will choose? Infection, GI bleeding, constipation. I'm asking you that which one is not the complication of acute renal failure? What you will choose?
Constipation.
Yes, constipation. Yeah, constipation. Okay. Okay, that's all. That's all the important that you have to study from acute renal failure. Okay, next coming to the chronic renal failure. Chronic renal failure. In chronic renal failure, like what is the full form of PKD? That is polycystic kidney disease. All this you have to study very nicely. And then what else? The definition you study very nicely. Definition: chronic renal disease is rapidly progressive deterioration or loss of renal function in which the body ability to maintain metabolic and fluid electrolyte, etc. All this, it is known as what? The answer will be chronic kidney disease. I will give you acute renal failure, chronic kidney disease, nephrotic syndrome, UTI. In all those cases, from all those options, if you know exactly the definition of CKD, then you will be able to choose it very nicely. And then coming to the clinical manifestation. In clinical manifestation, like all these also are important. What are the clinical manifestation of or sign or symptoms of chronic renal failure? All these gastrointestinal, cardiovascular, respiratory, all these you study nicely. Then coming to the diagnostic evaluation, CBC stand for what? CBC stand for complete blood count. All these you have to study very nicely. And then ABG is what? ABG is arterial blood gas, all those. Then what is the full form of BUN? Blood urea nitrogen. All these things are very important. And then one very most important is that low red blood cell count is known as what? Low red blood cell count is known as what? If I give the option like this: hypocalcemia, hypokalemia, low plasma, anemia. What will be the answer? The question is low red blood cell count. The option are hypocalcemia, hyperkalemia, hyponatremia, anemia. What will be the answer? Hello, what will be the answer? Darshana, what will be the answer?
Anemia.
What will be the answer? Ilasara, what will be the answer?
Anemia.
Okay, good. Okay, then this pathophysiology of chronic renal failure, no need to study. And then after that, let's come to the management. What are the drugs? What are the drugs that comes under diuretics? If I give you, what will be the answer? I will be giving you glucose, calcium, ciprofloxacin, furosemide, digoxin. What will be the answer? Drugs of these diuretics, loop diuretics. Loop diuretic is also known as water pill, right? So what will be the option? First option is digoxin. Second is furosemide, which is also known as Lasix. The other one is ciprofloxacin. Sheetal, what will be the answer? डायूरेटिक का अंदर में कौन कौन सा ड्रग आता है?
Furosemide.
Furosemide is the answer. Okay. In this way, question will come, so don't get confused. So, and then again, anti-emetic drugs are given for what? Mercy, anti-emetic drugs are given for what? The option is to decrease high blood pressure, to decrease high blood pressure, to reduce nausea and vomiting, both or none of the above?
To relieve nausea and vomiting.
Yes, these anti-emetic drugs are given to in order to reduce the nausea and vomiting. So all this, and then for okay, that was all about the management, and then study about the kidney transplantation, all these things. Mainly give focus on all this management, okay? All this management is very important. Like, okay, next, let's come to nephrotic syndrome. Okay, coming to the nephrotic syndrome. In nephrotic syndrome, like definition, you have to study the definition very nicely. Like the definition started from down, not the first one. The first one is not the definition. The term nephrotic syndrome is coined from two words, not that one. It started from nephrotic syndrome is a primary glomerular disease which is characterized by high level of protein, low level of protein in blood, increased level of lipid in the blood, edema. Yes, all this. Then I will, if I give option like this, like high level of protein, low level of protein, high level of protein in the urine, low level of protein in the blood, increased level of lipid in the blood, and edema. This is known as what? The option are acute renal failure, chronic kidney disease, nephrotic syndrome, UTI. Which one will be the answer? Which one will be the answer? Srijana, which one will be the answer?
Nephrotic syndrome.
Yes, okay. You have to answer in this way. And then if I ask you like this, means nephrotic in children, in nephrotic syndrome can affect all age group. But in children, it is most common from which age? From 5 to 6 years, from 2 to 6 years, from both or none? From which year? From the age of which years the children can the children can be affected? From 2 to 2
to
to
6,
okay, 2 to
6 years.
okay. Study each and every line very nicely.
6.
Okay, okay, good, good. Okay. And then next is, what is the full form of NSAID? Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. All this. What are the example of medication that can cause nephrotic syndrome? Those are the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, as well as the drug that is used to fight infection, all these things. You have to study everything, but apart from that, whatever we have discussed today, you mainly focus on all these things. And then clinical manifestation of nephrotic syndrome, like malaise. I'm asking you the question, okay? What is the clinic? Which of the following are the clinical manifestation of nephrotic syndrome? Malaise, headache, proteinuria, hypertension, weight gain. Oh, can you hear me? Again, the connection went away. Can you hear me? Student, can you hear me? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Student, can you hear me?
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Oh, wait. I think it's network problem. Wait, okay. Can you hear now? Can you hear now? Why so much of problem? Can you hear now? Oh, student, can you hear now? Can you hear me?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, but your voice is not so clear.
Oh, not so clear. I don't know. I think the connection also keep on going away in between. Wait, Oh, actually, there is network problem. Okay, can you hear now nicely? Now? Oh, who's there making noise? Please don't, please off your. Okay, now can you hear? If yes, I will start.
Yes,
Hurry up.
ma'am.
You can hear nicely? अच्छा
Yes,
से
ma'am.
सुनाई दिया? Okay. Let's start. Hurry up. Again, time will go away. Okay. Where were we? We were in which topic? We were in which topic? Are we were in which topic? Oh God.
Ma'am, clinical manifestation of nephrotic syndrome.
Yes, clinical manifestation of nephrotic syndrome. Okay. Actually, in my place, the wind is so much blowing. Maybe because of that, there's connection problem. Okay, nephrotic syndrome. Okay, clinical manifestation. If I give like this, like which of the following are the clinical manifestation of nephrotic syndrome? Malaise, headache, proteinuria, hypertension, weight gain, and all of the above or none of the above. Say the answer fast. If you will say fast, then we can keep on going fast now. After the time will go away, then I won't be able to discuss again for UTI. So whoever know the answer, you just keep on answering fast. So which of the following are the clinical manifestation of nephrotic syndrome? Number 1, option number A, malaise, headache. Number B, proteinuria. Number C, edema. Number D, oliguria. And number E will be all of the above. And the other one is none of the above. Which one will be the answer?
All of the above.
Yes, all of the above is the answer. Okay. Okay, next. What is important? Like, okay, only Srijana, keep on taking attendance, okay? Only 10 minutes left. You keep on listening, keep on taking attendance also. Only 10 minutes left. Okay, like next is, if I give the question like this, like in management of nephrotic syndrome, the most means angiotensin converting enzyme, that is AEC inhibitors or ARB are the medicine most often used. These two drugs, means ACE and ARB, are the medicine that is most oftenly used to what? Used to keep the blood pressure at or below 130/80 mm of Hg, or else like it is used to reduce nausea and vomiting, or both, or else none of the above. Which one will be the answer? This is the management of nephrotic syndrome. If I give ACE and or ARB are the medicine that is oftenly used, number 1 option, to keep the blood pressure at or below 130/80 mm of Hg, or to reduce nausea, vomiting, both or none of the above. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? Say, what will be the answer, Mark? What? 2? Say, what will be the answer? You all are yourself wasting the time now. Already the copy is in front of you. You just need to say the answer. Virginia, say the answer. Shelly, tell me the answer.
A and B.
To keep the blood pressure at or below 130
by
By
80 mm.
80
Very good.
mm.
Very good. Very good. It's already in your copy, right? You just need to study. That is correct. If I give like this, water pill are also known as what? What will be the answer? Water pills are also known as what? What will be the answer? Number 1, corticosteroid. Number 2, diuretics. What will be the answer?
Diuretics.
Okay, good, good. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's only 7 minutes left. Okay. Okay, next you go to this urinary tract infection. And about that, what was that? That tumor of the kidney, na? You just study that one, the types of the tumor, only the benign and malignant tumor. What is benign tumor and what is malignant tumor? You study that. Which one is cancerous? Which one is non-cancerous? That one you study. Only that point you study for tumor of kidney. Then what about? I have given the notes. I think UTI. Okay, I got it. In urinary tract infection, like you can, like in classification, you mainly give focus on the classification. Okay, classification is very important. In upper urinary tract, what are the organs that are available in urinary tract? If I give like this, like upper urinary tract is composed of what? You have to give the answer kidney and ureter, and never get confused. Kidney and ureter. If I give the option kidney and ureter, kidney and urethra, don't choose kidney and urethra. It's kidney and ureter in upper. Don't get confused between ureter and urethra. Study again and again. And if I give like this, that lower urinary tract consists of what? Kidney and bladder, bladder and urethra, then the answer will be bladder and urethra. So don't get confused. All these things. This is the way the question will come, and then you have to study in this way. So just focus on classification. Definition also you study, focus on classification. And then you can study the risk factor also nicely. In clinical features also study nicely. Like dysuria is known as what? All these things. And then under the management, in management also you study very nicely. Complication also you study nicely. What are the complication of this urinary tract infection? Pyelonephritis and hematogenous spread resulting in sepsis. And about the management, in management, like first line therapy is very important. Okay, if I give the question like this, first line therapy for women with uncomplicated cystitis include a 5 days name the write the name of the drug which is name the write the name of the first line therapy which is given for women in uncomplicated cystitis. It is given for 5 days course. So what will be the answer? The answer will be, I will give the option nitrofurantoin, cotrimoxazole, fluoroquinolone, ciprofloxacin. Then you have to choose the answer as 5 days courses, nitrofurantoin. But if I give you the question as, right, the first line therapy, which is given for 3-day course, 3-day course, not the serious infection one, then you have to write the cotrimoxazole, all these things. And then these therapy are given for women, if the woman is over 65 years of age, then for how many days he need to take this therapy? The answer will be 7 to 10 days. All these things you have, in this way you have to study. And then health education, like what type of juice is given, cranberry juice, all those. Then during pregnancy, it means if a woman suffer from UTI infection, then you have to instruct the patient to go for what? To go for regular follow-up study, all these things you have to study. These are all the important points that I will be setting the question from my side. Anyone have any question? Only 3 minutes left. किसी को कुछ question पूछना है? This is the way I will be setting the question. I think maximum of you will get like full mark. Anyone have any question? Say. Only 2 minutes left. Say. किसी को क्वेश्चन पूछना है बोलो. किसी को क्वेश्चन पूछना है? Any doubts? Anyone? All of you understand?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
If you have any doubts, like then you just, I already gave you the hint so nicely. You just need to study in that way. How I will be setting the options, everything also I clearly told you everything. I did not say the exact question, but still that will be the pattern. So the only thing now you need to do is you study nicely so that you will be getting, I think, only 45 minutes, something like that. So as soon as you get the answer, oh, this is the answer, you say like this, so that you won't waste much time. So study nicely. And nothing will come from outside your syllabus. Everything will come from my notes. I won't give any such question that you will not know. And I will not give any question that I did not taught you. So study nicely. Srijana, attendance is done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And by today itself, I will be, whatever we have discussed or today, I will be sharing this video. So you can just, if you still have any doubts or your connection is not good, then you can again like listen to this today class. I'll be sending you all the link after I upload it. Okay? Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then best of luck everyone for tomorrow. And that's all for today class. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.